Thank you for coming to see us graduate.
On behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to thank three groups who made our journey so successful. First, we would like to thank our parents and families. You provided us with an excellent opportunity, endless support, and endless love. We are so grateful to each of you.
Next, we would like to thank all of the faculty who have touched our experience. You challenged us, encouraged us, and taught us the skills and strategies that we will take with us in our lives. We are grateful for all of your guidance and care.
Lastly, we would like to thank the Clairbourn Board of Trustees. We have seen many of you at our events supporting our efforts. We are also thankful for your leadership, guidance, and support of the Clairbourn experience that we love. Thank you for all you do behind the scenes to make Clairbourn what it is.
Hello, Dr. Patzlaff, trustees, faculty, parents, and fellow classmates of the class of 2019. My name is Aaron Chang, and I have been at Clairbourn for 8 years. My Clairbourn experience has been much more than a journey. It has actually been like a basketball game. Kevin Durant says, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Sometimes I face people or challenges bigger than me. Other times I missed many shots or opportunities that discouraged me. However, at the end of the day, it isn't the score that really counts. It is how I persevered and worked hard towards my goal that really counts, because it showed me how to work hard and walk the road in order to succeed. In second grade, I remember learning how to do multiplication for the first time. At first, it was a headache and a nightmare, because I had to grasp a totally new concept that was absolutely foreign to me at the time. I would find myself struggling every day trying to complete my multiplication worksheet. I remember almost giving up, choosing instead to use an online calculator or go play games. However, my dad encouraged me to list the factors down and push forward. My teacher also got involved and made sure I was getting the concept daily at school. I remember many days where I dreaded this process and cried to my dad asking for a break from this practice. Nevertheless, over time, I finally grasped the concept and it really helped set a foundation for my love of mathematics in the future. This first exposure to working hard showed me that walking the road, or in other words, persevering to overcome challenges, brings good results. In third grade, I learned about the Oregon Trail and how families and friends risk their entire future to travel through rugged lands for new opportunities. Every day we came to school and ate the bland breakfast that the people on the trail would have eaten. We also walked the Oregon Trail in the hot, treacherous sun during the afternoon. Believe it or not, it was actually the Clairbourn campus. We even had to write a daily journal about what happened on the trail. At first, this seemed very time-consuming to me, and I didn't really understand the full purpose of the trail's experience. However, when we finally reached Oregon, I got to see the true joy and celebration of weeks of hard work. This celebration propelled me to work harder because of the joy I had gained from pushing through, surviving the trail, and completing the project. Furthermore, we began having consistent book report projects in fourth grade. In order to complete the monthly book reports, I had to do something I dreaded: reading. I remember how in the beginning I disliked reading. I started out forcing myself to read page by page, taking breaks in between. Afterward, I had to write about the book in a 4-minute long presentation. On my first ever book report, I procrastinated, thinking that the 2 weeks left were plenty of time to write. Time flew by, and I was surprised at how fast the deadline came. I had no idea how to write the report, and I only had a few days left. I wrote and wrote, worked harder than ever. I had to do it in 4 days. This experience made me start to work hard throughout projects, hoping that this bumpy road would not be as bumpy the next round. In 8th grade, I started to apply and look into different high schools on top of my normal school workload. I went to ICE prep 2 times a week, and it seemed as if everything was too much for me to handle. Many nights, I found myself lying in bed thinking of what I should put on my application and which schools to apply to. I remember the arduous application process where I spent hours completing the high school applications. However, at the end of the day, the work really paid off because I know that the high school I'm going to is the right fit for me. Go Minutemen! Speaking of going to a new school, I remember my first day at Clairbourn, where I clung to my dad with one hand and the other to my sister Allison as I nervously walked onto the campus. I didn't really know what I was about to experience. All I knew was that it was something new. Little did I know that Clairbourn would push me to my limits, molding me to become the person I am today. Now, I can't believe that I'm going to high school already. I am very grateful to my family for always being there when I needed them. Thank you, Dad, for not just encouraging me throughout my journey, but also teaching me mathematical concepts along the way that I did not get. Thank you, Mom, for walking the road with me and always being there as my cheerleader on the sidelines. Lastly, thank you to my sister Allison for teaching me methods to study, reading my English essays, including this one, as well as answering my questions and adding humor into my life. My family members are like stars. They're always shining, brightening the road, and I appreciate them for being there guiding me. I am truly grateful for the loving community here at Clairbourn. Gracias, Señora Drezik. I remember the accent, for teaching me Spanish, making exciting cultural projects, and always taking the time to answer my numerous questions thoroughly. Thank you, Mr. Barker, for not only helping me with computer problems and being my coach in after-school sports, but also teaching me lifelong lessons that I will truly remember. Thank you, Mrs. Kibbe. Thank you, Mrs. Kibbe, for teaching me physics and answering my numerous questions about it. Also, your science jokes are real knee slappers. Thank you, Mrs. Corrin, for teaching me about history and current events, but more importantly, about ways to address the problem. Thank you, Ms. Berge, for coaching me in volleyball and teaching me the basics of mathematics. Thank you, Mrs. Taylor, for teaching me how to write essays, use literary devices, and manage my homework load better. Thank you, Mrs. Barker, for not just teaching me Latin in 6th grade, but also teaching me how to do a successful interview. I'm making eye contact, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Ball, for teaching me the basics of every sport, as well as coaching me in many after-school sports. Thank you, Ms. Mize, for teaching me how to play the violin and always being there to recommend great books for my book report projects. Thank you, Dr. Patzak and Dr. Navy, for making morning assembly very fun and smiling every day in reading, overall making my day get off to a great start. As I go off to high school, I will take away the countless memories and lessons I learned here at Clairbourn as I continue down the road. I would like to thank each and every member of the Clairbourn family because of the lasting impact on my experience. Lastly, I would like to thank the graduating class of 2019 for their constant support throughout my education and my journey. Our countless inside jokes and funny memories will always be with me. The class of 2019 is smart, funny, energetic, hardworking, and helpful. Thank you for sharing the road with me, and as we go off on our separate ways, I hope one day our roads will meet again.